Hi everyone, Gig Coach Jake here, your go-to for gig economy news, tips, and tricks, and I have some very exciting news and data to share with you all. Over the last 4 weeks, I've been collecting a lot of data on a new pay model that DoorDash has been testing in one of 12 zones in my market. Yes, out of 12 zones, they've only been testing in one. Now, it's been going on longer than the 4 weeks. Once I found out, I jumped on the opportunity to not only take advantage, but collect as much data as possible. That way I could share with all of you. Now, I'm not going to talk too much further. I want to get right into this and show you exactly what I found so you can see for yourself what might be to come. Right here, you can see out of 5 deliveries, look at the base and the average of each one of these. I mean, 850, 762, 777. They really aren't that low. Normally in my market, it's between $5 to $6. I know a lot of you can relate to that. Big change. Now, some of you are saying, oh, it's just a few deliveries. I have hundreds of screenshots and over 100 deliveries where I collected data on this before jumping to conclusions. Like I said, over the last 4 weeks, I've been testing and collecting data to be able to share with you all on what might be to come. Now, let's take a look at more screenshots here. You see right here, one item, 4.8 total miles, 850 was the guaranteed payout. Now, some of you are saying, oh, I don't see any of those in my market. Again, like I said, out of 12 zones, this is the only one they were doing this in, and I jumped back and forth to make sure that each week or certain days that they weren't adding this to different zones as well. Look at that total. I almost made as much for the delivery as what the actual item cost. Not even $10 total. And then you see the breakdown. No tip. But DoorDash saved the day. Now, for all those who always want to talk about how they're stealing tips, even before this test right here, I had a lot of data and screenshots where customers didn't tip at all, and they were paying the full $5 to $6 or even $7. And then you want to include a peak pay on other times. No, I'm not trying to defend them using tips and only paying $1 delivery pay. I'm just trying to show both sides of the coin here because there are two sides. It wasn't just one-sided at all. Now here is the other zone that I was talking about. I live on the border of 2 zones, so it was real easy for me to be able to go back and forth and test each one. $5. That's exactly what I would have got for this delivery had I picked it up and completed it. Here, back to the other side. It wasn't long before I jumped back over to the other side and stopped wasting my time. 2 items, 4.9 miles total, $8.29. That's beautiful. Just think if we could see those all day long, you could actually make $20 to $30 an hour, no problem. Again, another one where the total wasn't very much, less than $30. So you would think the tip's not going to be very high, right? 10 or 20%. There it is, $4.78. So pretty good tip, very good tip. And DoorDash still added on top of that. Normally you would take the $1 plus the $4.78 and that would be what you get. Why were they adding the $2.51 on top? I don't know. They have yet to announce anything. They did say they were going to make some pay changes. Just going off the data and everything I collected. Like I said before, over 100 deliveries and a lot of data to back all this up. Several more I'll show. Like I said, hundreds. I'm not going to show you everything. I don't want to bore you to tears. One item again, $6.58. 0 tip. But look at the pay. Imagine if we got that on all of our deliveries and we're making right around $7 on average. Interesting. That's what Amazon used to pay and what I've been screaming. I've been saying that they need to pay at least $2 to $4 on delivery pay, and a minimum on delivery should be $7 or more. That's exactly what I'm finding in all this data that I collected. On average, the base pay, everything added up to right around a $7 minimum. They were paying anywhere from $2 to $5 on average for delivery pay, and then even higher. What I saw when they were paying out higher was typically on a spot where I was driving further or when I had to wait longer for the actual pickup and drop off, where it was going to take me longer. Now, they talked about in the round table discussions before that they were going to be paying more for longer distances. They were going to be paying more for deliveries that were going to take longer. We had yet to see that. Now, I believe that this test model is their way of finding out where is the base minimum they can go, that where we're going to be happy to still make good money. Now, all they're doing is collecting data based off our actions. That's why they're only using one zone. And I guarantee they're doing this in other markets as well. Now, just to look at some more, here's one where it's only $6. Back to what I just said. They're trying to figure out how low can we go where drivers are going to still pick up those deliveries. There was actually some instances where they started off, when I first logged in to my block, $5. All around, like the first 2 or 3 delivery offers were in that $5 to $6 range. I rejected. Then they jumped way up to that $7 to $9 range. It was kind of crazy. I wonder if people in that zone that were accepting those $5 offers, if they continue to get lower offers. Like I said, they're using our own data and actions to figure out what they're going to do next. How low they can go, right? How low can we go and still keep us happy and keep us chasing that carrot on a stick? Or like I like to say, donut on a stick. Now in this one, $7.94, higher base pay, pretty good amount of items. You think 7 items, right? Probably a higher bill total. It really wasn't that much higher. Less than $40. So if you're thinking 15%, what is that? $7 somewhere in there. 0. All DoorDash. This is beautiful, especially in the instance where customers actually tipped cash. Now, on my end, I wasn't experiencing a whole lot of that. It was about 1 out of 10. It was still only 10%. I didn't see a huge fluctuation, but there was some. Some people are saying they're seeing as much as 25% or more people are tipping in cash. I have some stuff coming where we can put out more information where customers will actually tip more in cash. And we can help force that. And where this will really be a benefit if we're able to get cash on top of the 0 tip where DoorDash pays higher. This is where we can start to get some of that delivery payback that they were taking from us for a long time. $7.74, again, low items, low amount. It's just crazy. I mean, I'll scan through pretty quick through these last few ones before I get to the very end. And I want to show you what the actual breakdown was week to week from tips and actual delivery pay. It's just insane. You see, I mean, the payouts, and there's one of the low ones I was talking about. This is one they slipped in right in the very beginning. $5.66, that same zone where all the other ones were higher. And you were wondering, why are they doing this? Like I said, I collected enough data and I could recognize the patterns, what they were doing, why they were doing it. Testing things out to find out where they're going to go with this and how low can they go. Huge one. 13 items, you think big payout, right? Potentially $100 bill. So I was pretty stoked. It was over $100. I'm like, woo, 10%, 20% will be really nice. Then I get the drop off. Womp, womp, womp. Thankfully, DoorDash really jumped in and saved the day. It looks like what they did there is they took into consideration how big the bill was and still ensured that I made 10% of that. If that's what they're doing, that's big deal. Because I've had a lot of instances where it was a very big delivery, $100 plus, and there was $0 to $2 tip. A lot of $0 tips. It's crazy. I can't believe it. To like big office buildings. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's put the brakes on. Let's go back here. Like I was saying, they slip them in on you. $5. That's what it normally is. Look at the distance on that. To think, somebody probably did accept and take this. I hope not. I hope people rejected it and they had to bump it up to higher pay. This is one of the things, like I said, that they were testing, trying to see, will we still take those lower ones? How desperate are we really? And then right back to $8.70 and looking good. I mean, these offers were freaking sweet. Almost done here. Hang with me. Oh, backing up. There's been these really big offers that look like DoorDash Drive catering offers. They are not. What I found, and some others that helped me, in the pattern, it was some type of order where it was separated. The names were on there. Now, what I believe, and I haven't found the exact, and I haven't dug too far, they're essentially going in, instead of doing a catering order, some type of order where it's for a business and they can separate the names. I'm not sure. I don't order from DoorDash. Some of you can actually go do a test for me and let me know. What I found, they're doing, I believe it's $3.59 base on the delivery, and it's $18.59 guaranteed. If you're on time or early, you get the plus $2. There's actually been some instances. I've had 3 where I didn't get paid the extra $2 when I was on time or early. They're going to get an email pretty soon on that. Anyhow, make sure you're getting paid what they guarantee up front. That right there that you accept, that's your contract. That's binding. As long as you evidence that you completed it before that time, you should be paid that extra $2. I've been seeing a lot of these. I've been able to get almost 2 per day. Finding the patterns to find out where these are at. Not so sure if this will stick for the future, but this has been a big deal. A lot of these have been pretty low bills. They haven't even been a lot. I've had like $50 worth of food. Fortunately, I didn't have the whole breakdown on this one, but you can see right there, the $3.59 I talked about, $12.27 tip, and then DoorDash still added $2.73 to it. I don't know if these are preferred customers or what the deal is. I will get more research and find out exactly what's going on there. But what I do know, these have been an awesome thing. I got qualified for DoorDash Drive. I haven't even had to do it. I've been able to find a couple of these a day and said, screw the nonsense. I don't have to be tied up for an hour on a one delivery and worry about what I'm going to get paid. I know that I'm going to get paid real good money as long as they're running test model like this in my market. Look at it. There's just no way around it. It's insane. But to skip forward, you could see right when I started testing, July 15th to the 21st, I had $24.72 in delivery pay. But my customer tip was $132.13. Yeah, that's the normal pay model that they have. And those of us that are really good at cherry picking, finding the better paying offers, that's what it ends up looking like. We really get screwed on the delivery pay. And it sucks. And those that go and accept anything and everything, it helps them out. If you're one of those people, I don't feel bad about it. You're an independent contractor. You should be working smarter and not accepting all these garbage offers, because all you did is enable this stuff to go on to begin with. And now you see July 15th to the 21st, we're going to see a jump to the very next week. Of course, I worked more and earned more. They're paying higher. But you can see the difference. $222 in the tips, and then the actual delivery pay, $165. A lot closer to 50% where they're very even. Now the following week, made a little bit less. But now look, the delivery pay is higher than actual customer tip. That was freaking phenomenal. I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, what's going on here? This has got to be a fluke. Then the next week, didn't work as much. I had a lot of things going on. But again, delivery pay beat out the customer tips. And I was cherry picking. I was looking for good offers. It wasn't that I was just accepting everything. I could show you my acceptance rating. It's below 10%. That says it all. The following week, almost beat them out again, but really close. It's crazy. It's blowing my mind. And this week is still going on. This is just the beginning of the week. I can't imagine what's going to go on towards the end. But my earnings on DoorDash keep going up week by week, not only overall, but on average, except for weeks where I'm not working as much like the previous. What I'm seeing is very good things for all Dashers. I didn't see anything bad. What I did see is them still trying to test and throw on some different ones to find out if we'd bite. But everything I saw was really good. Now, if they actually go and implement this pay model in the near future, you expect DoorDash to crush Grubhub. Uber Eats will have a long way to catch up. And Amazon, they better be quick to buy up Grubhub to start competing with DoorDash. Because at this point, if Dashers are able to really make a good living, they're going to start to have some retention, what they're really working for, with the scheduling, with the rewards program, and the DoorDash Drive, they're looking for top dashers. They're really trying to create a culture of having quality service and rewarding their dashers. That way they have some type of retention. Yes, they have their problems. They have a lot of integrity issues, and we can't trust them. I'm one that goes off the data and the facts. Everything I'm seeing looks good. Just sharing it all with you. Hopefully I help you give a positive outlook on what's to come. Hope you all have a great day, evening. Be safe out there. As always, work smarter and hashtag low pay, no way.